Hi, everybody. I'm Tom Pico, president of the Chamber, and I'm spending a few minutes with each of the candidates running for a seat on our Chamber Board of Directors this year. And we're recording these so that our members can get to know our candidates better before voting in our election. Annually, our members have the opportunity to elect 3 people to the Chamber's 18-person board, and then our existing board elects 3 more members from the remaining pool of candidates. So we have 6 new board members each year. The first phase of our election, where members will vote, will run from October 2nd through the 16th. And remember that each business or nonprofit member gets just 1 vote. I'm pleased today to be joined by Richard Lyon from the Coastal Healthcare Alliance. Richard, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Glad to have you. I should say up front, and we'll get into this more, but Richard is an incumbent board member on the Chamber board, finishing a 3-year term, and is running for re-election. So thank you for your service and for your willingness to continue to serve.
Sure, it's been a pleasure.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about you personally. Where's home originally, and where you live in the area now, and a little bit about your family if you are so inclined.
Well, I grew up in upstate New York, the Finger Lakes region, and oddly enough, I was born in the town of Lyon, New York, although no relationship to our family. My Lyon family originates from Maine. My father grew up in Sydney, and I've traveled back here to Maine every year till I finally was able to move here, which has been a great experience for me. I grew up in Auburn, which is close to Lyons, New York. It's part of the Finger Lakes region. I'm now living in Camden, Maine, with my wife, and her parents are with us. They're in their 80s, hanging in there as best they can.
Right.
And I have 3 grown children. 2 of them are out working. One is in New Jersey, one is in Connecticut working for Stanley Black & Decker, and my 3rd one was supposed to be going to grad school, but right now, due to the COVID restrictions, she can't do her clinical. So she's home taking classes from home.
That's great. All right. So as I said, you're with Coastal Healthcare Alliance. So tell us a little bit about your role there.
Sure. Well, I'm the Vice President of Practice Administration, and the short version of that is my job is to try to keep physicians and advanced practice providers, which are APRNs or physician assistants, here for people to be seen and be taken care of. And I try to keep the providers and their practices running and out of trouble, which sometimes is a challenge with the federal government and all their regulations.
That's right. Super. And you've been in that role how long?
About 4 years.
4 years. Great.
So, and it encompasses both Penn Bay and Waldo County. So I spend 3 days down here and 4 days up in Belfast.
Right.
I'm sorry, 2 days up in Belfast.
Yeah.
I can't add there.
You need a couple days off, right?
That's right.
And your work history before coming to Coastal Healthcare Alliance, what led you here?
Yeah, so my background is I was a respiratory therapist, and I got involved with the physicians by the pulmonary department. And so I've been doing physician practices for almost, I hate to say it, 40 years. But I ended up seeing a position up here. Prior to working here, I was working for a large orthopedic group in Norwalk, Connecticut. And they combined with a couple others to get a little bit bigger. And I thought a nice way to end my career would be to come up to Maine and share my knowledge up here.
That's great. Well, we're glad you did, for sure. Talk about community involvement or things, or things you like to do outside of work, or other boards you might be on, or those kinds of things.
Sure. So I've been involved with the Mid-Coast Community Choir when I came up here. Other than that, work keeps me pretty busy, so I haven't been able to get into too many other activities. I like to hike. We have a dog, so we walk the dog a lot in the area. I like to ski, so the Camden Bowl is great to have nearby, and just being outside and active is great.
That's great. Super. So let's talk a little bit about the chamber. And as I said, you are a current board member running for re-election. So What are a couple of things that you find to be sort of most important or that come to mind for you as things that are really vital that the Chamber does for our region?
Yeah, well, healthy, vibrant communities are really important. And they need quality healthcare, but more importantly, they need jobs. They need a purpose to get up in the morning. They need income. And while the hospital serves a small portion of that healthy community need, it's really the private businesses. And in Maine, the small businesses are very important for that process. So the more we can support that and the better we can attract new businesses, the better off our communities are going to be.
Mhm. Super. And you have, with your time with the Chamber, led our advocacy committee for a couple of years now. So, and that's, sometimes busier than others, but, we appreciate your leadership there. Are there other things that, as you think about serving a second term, that maybe you enjoy getting involved with, or, things that we might add that we're not currently doing as an organization that you might bring to the table?
I think membership is probably our biggest challenge. People don't get involved as much, and the stronger our membership is, the better off as an organization we're going to be. So I think I don't have any suggestions as how to attract that, but I think we've talked at the board a couple times about revisiting those who are current members or may have dropped off, and just getting a feel for what is it they're looking for, and is it just a monetary issue, or is there other issues that we could be helping them with?
Mm-hmm. That's great. Anything else that you'd like to share with members as they get ready to vote in our election?
Well, I think I've learned a lot in the last 3 years, not only about the Chamber and what it does, but about the community and how many different organizations and businesses there are in the region. And it's truly a challenge to try to meet everybody's needs. But I think the biggest thing is there's discussion. It's a forum for people to talk, and it's a forum for people to get together and have some friendly conversations. Although we may get heated about our opinions, I think in the end, we're trying to figure out something that we can do that's positive for all involved.
Great. Super. Thank you, Richard Lyon from the Coastal Healthcare Alliance. We appreciate your service to the Chamber and that your willingness to run again for a second term on our board. So thanks for being with us today. Hope to see you soon.
My pleasure.
Thanks.